Send him a text if he doesn't answer. I'm just gonna let him see because it's starting. I don't think he's still. I don't think his family's still on Twitter. But they might. I don't know.
Who's ready for classes tomorrow?
I don't have
Not
class.
me, because I don't have classes.
Oh, hatred.
I don't have classes till Wednesday. I just have work.
Gotcha.
Where?
I wish I was off. I'm about to be like, yo, you gave me off like a lot this week. Like, yo,
Did you
I know
figure
I'd
out
be
the Spanish
joking, like I
class?
don't want to go to work, but I also want that check. So I need you to pass me that bread.
Did you finish, or did you figure out the Spanish class?
I am. I am going to do that. So I have to go to the campus tomorrow to finalize
Yeah,
all that
hurry
stuff.
up. Classes start tomorrow.
Yeah, but it'll be a mini muster. Calm down. Not until next week.
Okay, so
Am I
there
still
was
stressed? Maybe, but whatever.
Gabby.
Leave me
Remind me what
alone.
the no wait, the last thing that the last time Gabby and Valerie were both here. No, yeah, both here. Was when they were out going to scout a scout ahead. Um,
Yes.
the only problem was that at some point the world stopped around them, and they ran into a person that uh they know as. Do you remember the name?
Oh, right. We got sideswiped. Yeah. No, I have no idea, but I do remember that happening now.
Man, Nick even said the name. Yeah, Gabby
Loki.
remembers. Yeah, this person
Yeah.
announced themselves as Loki. Um, and we never were able to get back to that. Ever since then, Romilius, Anon, and Mishi ended up going into Helheim again, um, because Romilius, through certain conversations, Romilius is, after attuning to the mask that Romilius had, it caused the adverse effect against his sword, turning it into a basic rapier. So he had to go to Helheim to try and fix that. And he did through making himself the monarch of the forest that he got the sword and mask from, at the cost of running into the goddess Cos, god of hunting and madness, in Helheim, who was the overseer of the whole place. Um, who also empowered the creature, the wolf that Romilius had to fight in order to take control of the forest. She came to try and sway him to her side, only for him to be a little too arrogant and ended up losing all his rights, including his magic items and his status as monarch of that part of Helheim's forest. So everyone's
Yeah.
back into the real world, and uh, I initially said that Acheron and Tessa ends up on the ship, bloody and bruised, at the last session, but I'm gonna change that for what I think would make a little more sense. Um,
Which is them being dead.
no, uh, purpose is there. So essentially, um, what what's going to happen is that Agaron and yeah, you're alive. So Agaron and Tessa, you guys are still going to be plopped onto the boats, causing everyone else to uh rise up and figure out what's going on. And that's where we're starting with everyone on the deck of the ship, with Tessa and Agaron being just mysteriously just plopped in the middle of the boat.
Wait. What the heck was that? How? We're back on the ship.
So yeah, Romanius would rush to them
Well, no,
immediately.
they're not
Whoa, whoa,
harmless
whoa. What's
anymore, are
wrong?
they?
Hey,
I'm
my
not.
mouse friend. How's it
Hey,
going?
Wait. Purvis, wait, Purvis. Hey, are you okay? You look upset. What's wrong? Did something happen? Are you hurt? Where's Anad? Did he die? What's going on? Or is everything okay? What's going on?
Hey,
On a boat.
How was the scouting?
Oh, hi, Anad. The scouting?
wait,
What?
out, wait, out of character. Is the other guy here? Because you said that he did show up with them.
I haven't brought that up yet.
Oh, you didn't bring that up yet? Okay.
Fine. How about this? I look around. Do I see anything out of the ordinary? Because I'm back on the ship, and the ship is familiar to me.
Make a perception check.
Gladly.
Man, okay. What to then?
Just one moment. Pull out my notes here.
Not the one. Let's go, baby.
Let's go, boys.
Starting off strong.
The wedding day.
Ooh.
We don't talk about Bruno. No. We don't talk
Hey,
about
wait,
What?
wait. Copyright. He's streaming.
Can I also look around?
I don't care.
Alright. Oh, wait. No.
Okay, carry
Come
on.
on.
We
Carry
don't
on, my
talk
wayward
about
son.
Bruno.
There'll be peace when you're done. Wear your really head to rest, and don't you cry no more.
Well,
Alan.
fruitcake. You said perception, right?
I did say perception.
Alright, now let's just get up my
Can it be
character.
investigation though? Well, it's the same thing. So,
Not really.
well, as far as my additives to it, actually, no. Can it be? Can it be? Actually,
The answer is
10.
no.
It's a 10. That was supposed to be a 3 plus 3, so it's a 10.
Well, sucks to be
Not
you.
much better, but
With
it's
my
a
natural
10
one,
instead of a 7.
with my natural one, I got higher than you.
Look, yeah, it's
What
still a
was it
10.
again?
Wait, where's yours? You know what? Vermilion, sit
Perception,
down.
yeah, perception.
Sit down. Sit down, Chris. And nobody asked you. Okay, great.
Ooh, a little spicy today, huh?
Let's see.
Yeah, is this her
Modifier
updated paper?
for...
It is. This is her updated paper. No, that's not even hers. No, this is my paper.
Jesus, Michi.
I see we're back to the good old days.
Whatever. I'm back. I know where I am now. This is the paper that I'm using for her.
Well, Michi,
It's this one.
While everyone else is looking around to try and figure out what's trying to look for something, you kind of look at everyone. You kind of look past everyone on the bow of the ship, and essentially you're like, "Hey, when did we get a new person on the ship?"
What?
Who's the new guy? Who are you?
Who?
Do I know
What
Every
new
you?
one of
guy?
us.
Hold
And
up.
you
Let's put.
essentially see an androgynous, pretty big humanoid person with dragon features, like dragon tails
Hello.
and wings.
Where? Where's this new
Huh.
person?
Once Mishi points them out, everyone can, you know, everyone notice where they are.
Yeah.
You guys need glasses.
Whoa.
Some new...
And I do an insight
How did
check.
Renaissance echoes like? How did you guys not know? How did you guys not know the other person?
I noticed him.
The same guy.
I noticed him.
Yeah.
Not
Is that?
everyone else was. No, I knew. I knew there was a new guy. I just don't know who this guy person is.
I'm gonna slow
So I
down
go
right
over
now.
to the person and I extend my hand. Hello. Are you friendly?
And I
Yeah,
do
well,
an
How would
insight
you
check.
like to... Nishi goes over in sort of Nishi fashion, goes over and tries to greet the person.
I kind of look over at Aglaron, is that the same guy that we just saw? Is it? Yep.
For you watch as the new person tilts their head to Mishi, and then also shakes their hand.
Hello there. How's it going? Have we met before?
No, but I wish
Huh.
but I wish I never had to. But I wish you never existed.
Well, that's incredibly harsh and off-putting to say that to someone who you just met.
Uh, so is there a reason you're here then?
Unfortunately,
Uh-huh. So I feel that you're bringing bad news. I feel like we have a lot going on, and if you have something to say, you could just say it.
No, no.
oh,
The unfortunate is mine for being so utterly insulted in such a fashion.
She didn't mean specifically that she wished you weren't here. She just meant that she wished she didn't have to do what she's doing right now. Or they.
Oh, oh.
Excuse me.
Do you know this person? How do you know what they wanted?
I believe we saw them literally 15 seconds ago before we got
And because you've seen
put
them,
back
you
here.
suddenly know all of
15
their
seconds is
intentions?
not a good way of learning a person's character. Their
Point
actions do.
exactly.
Now tell me,
I
what are
mean,
your actions dictating?
as you guys have these conversations amongst yourselves, you have this conflicting feeling of um, war summer sun heat on one side of the ship and the bitter cold on the other side. As a
did you just
Standing
get
in the
rainbow
middle.
as a rainbow bridge shoots down from the sky, revealing Curie on the warm side, and a sort of ice pillar grows and shatters onto the ship on the other side, revealing a sort of winter cloaked man with pale skin and short black hair, with on his left arm a a gauntlet made of what looks like bone and gemstones. Nothing
do we know
ela-
this man?
nothing like nothing particularly fancy, just basic gemstones at the back of the palm of the hand. And no, you do
Hmm.
not know this person.
Okay.
Almost like a bone version of the Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh man. I'm gonna
Agro-
back up a little bit and like ready, like I'm gonna just stand defensively if I could just say that right now.
Yeah,
Um
I'm gonna shift towards Kiri a little bit.
yeah,
uh,
like me too. And I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna look directly at this person that has come in here. I'm gonna say, what is the meaning of this?
Acheron says, "Okay, there is too many people power on this ship right now."
Honestly, I'm inclined to agree with you at this
Uh,
point.
Kiri, Kiri, looking at the person you guys have never met before. Zapar, wish we were at our usual place of meeting, but it's good to see you nonetheless. Uh, the one named Zapar mentions, replies, "Same.
Yeah, why is this happening here? First of all, what's happening?
Some something that hasn't been done in a long time, if ever, in the history of the World Trees Pantheon. A sort of secret summit, if you want to call it anything.
And what are the
Are you
chances
gonna let
of
us in on the
dying
secret?
here?
The same chances of the same chances of cause killing you because you insulted her, giving
Oh,
him looking at you, giving a knowing look.
oh, hmm. Alright, something's telling me those chances are a bit high, so I'm just gonna go. You
No,
all
no,
have
no.
fun
You
with it.
stay here.
We flirted with death a few times before. Why not? A few more tries shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah,
I don't
it'll be
I
fun.
don't think we need to start playing with it right now.
Oh,
Um,
well, we are already here. What? We still don't know what's going on.
Why do
can
you
you
think
enlighten
we?
us on this secret?
Why do you think we're all here on your boat, of all
That's a great
places?
question.
Yeah, that is a
The
great question.
the one named Lo, the one named the the one in the big dragon person brings up is because everything that's about to happen is revolving around you. And unfortunately, for reasons that will be explained to you, you have to be the ones to hear this.
Fuck. All right.
How
Like by
inconvenient.
ourselves,
But I'm willing to listen
no help.
and to
Ageron
help out.
says, Ageron says, remind me to get Def's phone number and ask him what the F.
What's the phone? What's the phone number? What's the phone number?
The one named Zapar kind of so the one named Sapar kind of asks, brings up like, why get his phone number when he's staring, when he's right next to you?
Oh,
Oh,
hey, how's it
Yeah, I
going,
thought
Death?
that
you
was
got
kind
a
of
death.
obvious.
Yeah,
I wanted to make
I
sure I wasn't the only one.
literally like just steps to the side. Like if he was anywhere near me, I'm just gonna step to the
Hmm,
opposite side.
hmm.
It's like,
Oh,
yeah, no.
well, it was a pleasure to meet. It was a pleasure to meet you. Uh, wait, but our character is the heart of the one who has the soul that they're looking for. By the way, is that the main god of the underworld, whatever?
Uh, you can make a religion check.
Religion check. Let's go. I remember the three gods. There was Kos, uh,
Funda.
16.
Zapar, god of he's the god of the undead, and is the leader of the underworld gods of the world tree.
Okay, so actually, Ramirez just walked up to Spar and says, "So, are you aware of exactly what we're looking for then?"
I think now is the wrong time to be asking me those questions.
Huh. So something more serious than that then.
Oh, it's a lot more serious than you think. It all gets tied back to Ragnarok.
Oh, I see. We're here for that. All right then.
Uh,
Well, this is Kiri speaking. Well, considering that our guest here has more information about Ragnarok than any of us, and considering that you're the new face of the group, why don't you explain yourself so we can get started?
wait. What do you mean? So she's answered to Spar?
You're
No,
talking to Loki.
she's talking to the one named Loki.
Oh, Loki. Okay.
What's that? Never mind.
Uh, so essentially, um, what's going to happen is that Loki's going to speak and explain their position, and then I'll go around and try to explain it in more detail. At this point, there's no point in keeping this a secret, since my existence is now completely out of the bag. I am Loki. I am the one who progener- progenerated the ones you call the calamities. I was the one who, and from my plans, I was going to bring about Ragnarok. My ability allows me to manipulate time, and through that, I have seen many iterations of this world come and go. All of them have had similar events, from the very beginnings up to a certain point, an event known as the Ascension. It's around that point where things begin to change, and all of it builds up to Ragnarok. No matter what happens, in every timeline I've seen, Ragnarok always happens one way or the other. And every time, every event past it is beyond my sight. It's why I've been trying to make it happen every single timeline. However, this is one of the first, if not only few, timelines where Ragnarok has been completely averted. Or so I thought.
Reminiscence's ears kind of perk up happily when he says that, only to just drop. Like, like he just curses on his breath. Then,
Just, yay! Ah!
In every iteration that I've seen, Ragnarok is always led by Fenrir. Some iterations are different, but that has always been the consistent factor. Fenrir had to be the one to start and finish Ragnarok. But this timeline is different. In this timeline, that version of Ragnarok has been avoided. So now, we stand at a weird nexus point, where Ragnarok has either been expedited or postponed. But the fact of the matter is, it will no longer be Fenrir who will decide the fate of Ragnarok. It is these little godlings.
that is a lot. That's a lot of weight to put. Oh, now that we didn't already have this weight on us before, but
No, of course
this
not.
is
It's not
but
a
now
low weight
you
at all. We
yeah, but
decided to
now
have
you
it.
recontextualized it onto us. Uh, hey, Agaran. Could, could you get a contact with Fenrir for us?
There's no point. The fact of the matter is you are gods with associations of Helheim and Asgard, with no distinct allegiance. And you have been touched by Fenrir to such an extent that you have inherited their will, and thus you may be even more of a Ragnarok trigger than I could ever have conceived in any other timeline.
Well, if we decide whether or not it happens, why don't we just decide right here, right now, that it doesn't?
Oh, it's not that simple. You see,
Yeah, I figured you'd say that.
because of because that you have two different allegiances, three if you want to count Fenrir. It's not simple. It's not just your decision to choose whether or not Ragnarok happens. It's a whole cavalcade of decisions, all surrounding you. Just because you decide Ragnarok won't happen doesn't automatically mean it will never happen. As long as you live and you continue to have all three allegiances, which I can tell will not be something you'll let go lightly. Ragnarok will always be in the palm of your hands.
So,
So, are you trying to push us to keep those allegiances and protect us, or are you trying to kill us so you don't have to worry about it?
I thought about killing you, but it would but it seems that would be a worse case for myself. As for these two, well, I've spoke my piece.
So doing nothing, so doing anything wouldn't help us either way. Doing nothing would cause, essentially, would not hurt or help us at all.
well, the thing is, this could be what's the word for this? I guess a self-fulfilling prophecy where no matter what decision we take, be it may it may have dire consequences, or it could help the world. Um,
As the as the great words of Master Uguay once said, the one who wait, hold on. One often leads to, excuse me, one often leads to their destiny on the road to avoid it.
We
That
might
sounds
just
pretty close.
we might just we might just we might just have to deal with Ragnarok whether we like it or not. Well, I guess for now we have to listen uh to Lady Kari. Should call you Lady? I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know what. I still don't know what. How do I call you? Um, or to Lord what's oh I'm sorry. What's your name again? I'm terrible. I'm terribly about names.
Sipar.
Sapar. To Lord Sapar here. I guess we can listen to their spot since they gave us a visit. We can at least listen to them.
Agaron says, Agaron starts to mumble to himself. What if it's our fault? What if it was my fault, my connection, my rage? What will happen to me? Okay. Basically, Sapar speaks out loud. My goal has always been to rip the world tree from its roots. According to
Well,
some
that's
of the
rude.
oracle, according to some of my oracles, I know that by ripping, excuse me, according to some of my close oracles, I know that Ragnarok has always been a part of that process. It was one of the many ways it could happen. That ripping the tree would, in turn, start Ragnarok in a sense.
Hmm.
I never want. My goal is not to destroy the tree, just to get rid of it. He looks to Kiri. Well, what say you? What do you think about all this? Kiri kind of looks to you guys. If what you're saying is true, and that their existence now holds the key to Ragnarok, then are you saying that killing them would be a solution to stopping Ragnarok?
He was gonna fucking
I'm
say it.
I'm I'm saying that now that they're gods, it will not nothing about their existence will be that simple. Death, it's only a stepping stone to them now, even more so than when they're immortal. Only oblivion can stop them now.
Reminiscence to this group. How do they look? How do they look in the face of? How does Reminiscence group look in the face of Oblivion? I'm asking how do you guys look right now?
Let's not go to oblivion. Problem
Uh,
solved.
uh
I'm looking very pensive and kind of worried, not really distraught yet, just like very concerned, but more of just really considering all that's happening. So I'm just have like this very pensive look on my face. Just what? It's like okay.
and
Like I feel like I would be just like yeah, like I'm trying not to panic, but like, you know,
well, if well,
I'm gonna look
well,
up at them and say like, I mean, we're right here. Kind of sucks you're talking about killing us with when we're right here.
I'm not
well,
planning on killing you. It was just it was just something that wasn't addressed.
either way,
I choose life. I don't want to die.
No one's
So
going
can
to
we
kill you.
just talk about the options that are opposite of that? And I understand you're not going to kill us.
I mean, what's okay, well, well, what are you going to do about it then? What are you both going to do about it?
Unfortunately, now is the case where if Ragnarok cannot be avoided, and you are now in the possession of its power, well, now it's, now it's only a matter of who you decide to, to go, what path you choose to go down. At the very
Before we take
least,
this conversation any further,
mm,
the entire time we've been dealing with this Ragnarok conflict, there's always been these questions. What does it actually mean? So, you being the progenitor of the calamity, what is Ragnarok? Is it the death of all gods, all the gods of Asgard, all the gods of Helheim, one or the other, all of the old gods, which we now know exist? What is it?
that's the great thing about Ragnarok. Why do you think I keep trying to pull it off every single time? There is no defined feature of what happens afterwards. It's always different, never defined. Whatever happens afterwards is always a toss up. So how
Sounds
so to
big.
This this makes us feel more like pawns than ever, honestly, or makes at least me. Now, I believe now you're trying now I believe now you're both trying to get us to see you're both here to see which side we're going to follow, whether we go with gods of Asgard or the gods of the underworld.
It
I
all just sounds like uncontrolled chaos, and uncontrolled chaos is just mayhem. So
well,
what if we just don't let it happen?
no, not even that. I don't think we have a choice. I don't think we have a choice in that. Still, again, it may no matter what we choose, it may still go to that. Tessa. It's just that now they want us. I believe now they want us to they want to know which side we're gonna which whose side are we on this time pretty much. Is am
essentially
I correct?
this is the part in a video game where you have like three options. You have
Yeah.
the quote unquote good option, quote unquote bad option, and then just straight chaos run.
Well,
Chaos run.
reminisce to this group and says, I I really don't want to pick a side here. I really don't want to pick. I really don't want to pick a side here. I just want to
Expert mode.
respect the gods. I know you're gods and all, but may have time to speak to our group.
This is irritating. I don't blame you for your. I don't blame you though. Just that this is all insanity. And to think
No,
you looking at Loki, that you've been under our nose this entire time. For I've looked into the ice mirrors in Helheim, and I knew about Ragnarok and its inevitability. But the fact that you were the one pulling the strings the entire time, every single time, and we never knew.
Is this the one that's created Ragnarok talking right now?
No, that was the part who was talking.
Right. Okay. 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 Okay.
He was essentially speaking to Loki that despite him like knowing about Ragnarok and knowing about all the timelines that came with it, he never knew Loki ever existed.
Mhm. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
um,
Okay.
Remilus looks over to. I guess looks over to. I guess who should Remilus look to this time period? I guess Anon's the one. It's the only one here who has to clear his head other than I guess Remilius. Um, looks over to Anna in this case. Um, so looks over to Anna in this case. Anon, what say you? I don't trust any of. I honestly don't trust. I still don't want to pick sides of any of the gods. Kind of like us having our own. I kind of enjoy us having our own jurisdiction. We get to choose where we want to go, and we don't have to pledge allegiance to anyone, and we stuck like that. But we are a group. So what do you think? What do you think, Anan?
Anon doesn't say anything.
Someone make a perception check.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Second time's a charm. I can't natural one twice. That is that
I
is
was say, come on.
29.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let that
Vermilius.
roll. You have that. I'm not even gonna roll. Exactly, Gabby.
It's okay, Agron.
Okay, so Romelia.
So Vermilius, as you were saying, like we always wanted to like do our own thing out of the jurisdictions of the gods. You kind of see Loki have this like uh this this little smile crawl up their face, not like enough to where they're trying to hide it, but there's this twitch on the side of their cheek that kind of indicates like they're trying to hold back a smile.
Marissa spoke to him. It's like, okay, what was that? I didn't like that at all. I didn't like that at all. He actually says that. I didn't like that at all. Marissa holds all of his emotions on the sleeve. I didn't.
Everyone else kind of looks at Loki again, has this deadpan look on their face. You're the only one
What
who
is it
caught
that
that.
you?
Uh,
Huh.
You're the only one who you know who caught that.
did did no one else? Never mind. It's like it's whatever. Marissa rubs his face.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I
No,
did see it. It was quite the deadpan look he has there.
I. It's the exact same feeling of no matter what we do, no matter what we do, I feel we're gonna fall into somebody's plans. Somebody, we're sure gonna fall into somebody's plans. No matter what step we take, I like it to be our plans. I like it to be our plans for once. No, I I still like to see the world. I still like to see the world with you guys. I still like
Did
to
I say we
explore
save
everything.
our friends and do our own thing? Because helping either of them doesn't help any of us.
Again, Purvis, you just not Purvis, Vermilius. Again, you just see uh Loki just being like yes, but again, you're the only one who can see it.
Did,
It's almost like
again,
It's almost like Loki now noticing you, noticing them, is like taunting you, like
like,
you
again,
know,
I'm about.
but no one else knows.
Riskus is like this little. You know what I'm talking about.
Can I roll for this one since I didn't roll for the last one?
Yeah, go ahead.
The audacity. Okay, please get it, Nick.
Can we get advantage on this?
No,
Dang it.
Agron. The world is with
Please?
Ragnarok. The world with Ragnarok is inevitable. Can't we just run the course as is and deal with it when it comes?
You
What
said
is
this is
my
perception, right?
yeah, no.
Well, it's. I'm just letting a non-roll, considering he didn't roll last time.
I think it's
I guess you didn't
Okay.
roll either.
16.
I was about to say, like, I didn't either.
Yeah, so go ahead, Tessa. Uh, you're not. both of you still don't see it. You do trust Romilius in terms of his senses, but it's like you just don't see it.
Because
Hmm.
to fair, Aurelius's heightened senses has pretty much help the group out. So I assume the group at least trusts his senses.
Yeah.
Well,
Uh, it's whatever. Ramirez looks so too. It's like I can never remember saying the underworld guy.
I put it in the chat.
Okay. Um. Let's see. I gotta go up.
Aguilon's met this
The
person
power.
before.
So he goes up to Zipar and says, "Okay, so the whole time. So there's one thing though. The whole time our group has heard of how of your group being quote unquote evil, and and being constantly threatened by a group doesn't exactly help. Doesn't exactly help out. In fact that the group has put us into danger a few times. Why? Why?
That's who they are. For the most part, they do what they want. It's the kind of gods they wanted to become, the kind of people they choose to be. Them attack, them being antagonistic to you is no different than anyone else they've done it to.
that's not really well. I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm literally just gonna sit and be quiet.
They did all this in your name.
And your point?
You felt no need to stop them.
When Kir, let me ask you, when you entered Kiri's domain, Asgard, did everyone greet you with open arms?
No, of course not.
Yet they did that in Kiri's name.
That is fair. Okay.
Yes, but clearly Kiri had a reason, considering it's an outburst that I'm sure you're aware of at this point. It
In
was
Helheim, I
reasonable
also have my
for them to be on
reasons.
the fence.
In Helheim, I also have my
Your,
reasons. Every
your reasons to let your acolytes terrorize whomever they come across.
yes.
Care to enlighten us?
How much of Helheim have you seen? Actually experienced?
Not very much. It's quite expensive.
Have you
And
have you tried
and
to take on the trials of becoming a god in Helheim?
No.
Then you
but
can't understand.
we did to be fair we did avoid that route entirely, so we can't exactly understand it all. There
Because
might be
someone tried to explain at all.
Fine. When when the ascension happened, I decided to go down the world tree to the roots. Whereas the trials in hell, where the trials to Asgard was the journey up the trunk. My journey started is my journey started and didn't end once I reached Helheim. Me and my group had to deal with the bitter cold, the influence of demons, and the various other creatures that existed that were spawned from Tiamat and anyone else who existed down there. We had to fight and kill. We had to use everything we had, every dirty trick, every tactic that we could muster, until eventually I took my prize. As he lists out the gauntlet, I killed the demon who called himself Orcus. I took his staff and turned it into this. Hold on. Okay.
that's
And I
cool looking.
continued and I had to continue to do that while I was down there to insert my rule from anyone who would try to take it from me. thunder, cause they extended that power, that influence for what they did and continued to do, and had to continue to do that in order to exert their will. As gods, they had to continue to be the gods that they aspired to be, and to uphold their principles, their values, what made them gods. It reflected what was experienced in Helheim. They found their audience. People followed them regardless. So they had no reason to stop. I had no reason to stop them. For them to stop what they were
Perhaps the
doing at that
thinking
time was to only lead to my own dethroning, as it were. And that's only scratching the surface. Like I said, if you weren't there, you can't understand. Maybe that will answer your question.
yes, actually, that does seem rather reasonable. But you've explained it. However, I
So,
was thinking of a different group.
so I, so I have a question. Are you are you aware of as Ramiro looks over to Anan and says, should we tell should I tell him of our goal of why we want to enter his domain?
I suppose it can't hurt.
Okay, Ramiro looks back to him. We want the soul of a dragon back. Say that again, Tiamat. Still what?
We have to
Tiamat
go
still
to
made.
Tiamat.
Oh, main. Oh, Tiamat. Okay. Oh, so it's Tiamat that we have to. Oh, what?
We are
Oh
not
man.
looking ready for that one.
Yeah, we are not. We are not. It's possible to talk to Tiamat. It's
I
possible to talk.
was. After I
Oh,
killed
what?
Orcus.
Uh, how? So, what would it take for us to speak to Tiamat?
And you hear Loki bring up, and it's that specific reason why you will continue to be Ragnarok triggers. You have reasons to side with all three different factions that stand before you. And nothing will stop you from trying to solve them because you want to take your own path, as it were. Which no one here, I think, will fault you. But it's because you take all three paths that this whole Ragnarok business comes down to you. It's why, despite you still deciding not to bring about Ragnarok, it will still cause a whole series of events that will only lead to Ragnarok one way or the other. I cannot confirm or deny what decisions you should make. But please, by all means, don't hesitate to take the next step forward. Because it's all in your benefit in the end.
Hmm.
And no one can fault you on that.
I think I don't like you. Ramirez points to Loki. I think I really don't. I really do not like you.
Good. That makes this relationship easy to understand.
Ramirez gets a sigh, and then Ramirez gets a sigh, and then looks back to group. So who's ready to I guess we've already reached Asgard. Who's and I've said this once before, but who's ready to go to hell?
Well,
I kind of just look up quietly and I nod.
The Sacker say, "Woo, let's go!"
Woo,
Kiri
let's
kind of
die.
Kiri kind of brings up. Whatever you decide to do, I won't try and stop you. My whole mantra was to always allow as many people as who would be willing to climb the world tree, despite what their intentions were. That whatever they did would be sorted out in due time. All three of us, I think we're in an agreement. We're not going to try and stop you in your endeavors. But now all eyes are on you. And what you do now affects the world.
So what you're saying is we shouldn't go around insulting random gods.
Heck yeah, Gabby. Heck yeah.
Agron, I'm going no matter what. For Shafir, I'd go to another world dimension or time. Shafir, Nick, can you repeat your question?
I said, so what you're saying is we shouldn't go around insulting random gods.
I'm saying that from I'm saying that you have to be more acutely aware of your decisions.
Yeah, challenging a god was probably not my best take, honestly.
No, it is not. And if you do that again, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go over and give you that. I'm
The
gonna
what? Wait.
I'm gonna punch you.
He's gonna give you
Becoming a
that
god is
sweet,
not for
sweet
everyone. I
ass
get
kicking
that.
you've been asking for.
No, fair.
Well,
Becoming a god is not for everyone. I understand that.
it certainly
That's why,
wasn't easy.
and it will never become. Oh Jesus! It was never supposed to be easy. Not to start and not to finish either. That's why Asgard existed the way it did, so that those who ascended and became gods, if they did not want to continue, they could still live and exist in the world, where their trials will not be in vain.
Also,
Well,
I still
it's too
want
late
to.
to turn
Oh,
back.
go ahead. Sorry.
I said it's too late to turn back now.
I still want to thank you, Carrie, because you've still been a great help to us.
I'm glad you think that. I think we've overstayed our welcome. Don't you think, Kizapar? Indeed. I think we've gotten down to the point, and there's nothing more we can do from here. Well,
I'm sorry
I'm
we
glad.
don't have any refreshments to offer you, but it seems we have a lot to do.
Oh, I can actually. Hey, hey, Remy, did you
I
cook
kind of
anything?
pick up Romilius and just put him on my shoulder.
Hey,
Goodbye.
wait, I could give them a nice meal if they want.
I grab Romelius, look him in the eyes, and say, "Shut the fuck up."
You
Goodbye.
guys, well, do you guys want a meal? How about we kick back and have a couple of drinks?
I push
I,
Mishi. Goodbye,
set,
guys.
I set Romelius down on his shoulder, walk
Really,
over to Mishi, clap her on the shoulder, look her in the eyes, and
really,
say, "Shut
this is far too polite. This is far too polite. You shouldn't have said anything. This is like the guy who's
Aglaron
like,
disappears for a second, comes back, gives an apple to each of the gods, and leaves.
It's like,
Agron,
here, go.
Agron, war is coming no matter what we may as well sharpen our skills and welcome it. Water for the gods. Okay.
blood for the blood god." What?
What?
no, you know, a
Going for
reasonable,
the soul
about
throne.
blood.
Alright.
That's a Warhammer reference, right? Got it.
So, goodbye.
One
Warhammers.
by one, each god begins to disappear from your view. Um, the last one being the one who started this whole thing, Loki.
Stares right at Loki. I'm onto you. He gives him a look. He doesn't say that. He gives him a look like I'm onto you.
You watch as
Yeah.
Loki gives this big smile that everyone can see.
Hmm.
Bye bye.
Can we help
Yeah.
you with something?
Good day. Take care.
Alright, go
See you
ahead.
never.
Hopefully.
He was really saying so true, Anon. He was smiling like that the whole time.
Are you serious? Really?
Yes.
None of us noticed it.
No. I thought it was crazy. I thought I was going crazy.
You were going crazy because you were. I don't believe you.
I mean, why would I
I mean, it's not
lie?
hard to believe.
Why would I lie?
Nick,
Did
Why
he
would
ever
you not?
actually tell us his name?
Loki.
No, I know his name, but did he ever actually tell us his name? Or they, actually, whatever.
I think he did at the very beginning.
Wait, is Loki a they?
Yeah, Loki's a day.
Ah, in that case, my apologies. I had misspoken before.
But no, Nick, what was your question?
Oh,
No, I was
God.
just asking if he ever actually told us his name.
Oh, God.
Oh,
I couldn't remember.
Uh,
Jesus.
well, at least the others said it. May have said it. Um, Ernest gives a sign, looks over to him, and says, "Then could you at least tell us before you leave? Could you at least tell us that if is there a version of Ragnarok where nobody dies?"
Yeah, that's a big stretch, isn't it? Every future
Well, so was
someone
Ragnarok.
dies. It's not just a Ragnarok thing.
Oh,
I think the better
We
question
understand.
is, does Ragnarok cause any major casualties on a grand scale every
That would
single
help
time?
us.
But I guess it's more fair to say that it's always in Midgard for some reason. It never happens anywhere else but Midgard.
ah. Okay, could we then?
Out of character,
Uh,
Jaylee, you are wrong for this. You are wrong for this.
What did I
What are you
do?
talking about? This is always going to happen.
yeah, this is always going to happen. Yeah,
I know.
this is the thing we were talking about like from way beginning. It's just now it's just
We
thrown to
weren't
our face.
prepared for this. This is on you at this point. Like, he is giving us every chance.
Yeah.
Like this, like Midgard is where we were. Like all our friends are, and now we have to watch it burn.
Oh, that's what Renis is trying to ask. Is there a version where Midgard does not burn? All
Can
right.
we save some of the people from Midgard?
You thought Midgard burned in these events. No.
Freeze.
Midgard
It'll
freezes
freeze?
over.
I knew you were gonna fucking say it.
I'm not sure which one's worse.
Alright, guys. Well, I guess I'll just die. You know.
I
It's
mean,
fine.
you know,
I think freezing is worse than burning.
How about
Because
Oh,
this?
when you
Is there
already.
a way where Midgar is at the center of the battle?
is
If
there a
we,
way
We
we
don't
can
know.
save our
It's
friends and
always
loved
the.
ones?
hey, well, hey,
Hold
we've
on,
already.
wait, stop. Hold on, Agaron asked the question. So, what was the question again?
Can we prevent Midgar to being the center point of the battle?
Excuse me, Ragnarok is in your hands now. Whatever happens next is outside of my vision.
Did you really come to visit us just to tell us that you don't know shit about what's going to happen?
I never know what happens after Ragnarok. I think I made that perfectly clear.
You
But
did. So why are you here?
I was about to say so because that still answers nothing.
I think he's here just for the fun of it. Honestly, look how much fun he's having right now.
You are
I'm
having way
here.
too much fun and I don't like it.
I'm here to to see how it all plays out, as I've always have. I'm here so that you know what you're up against.
Hey, by the way,
Again,
what?
so you are the enemy.
So what do you know about the woman in the white dress?
Hey,
Hey,
no.
hey, what? She does not know about him. But however, I will beg. I will bet you that he knows about her.
There's nothing saying that she doesn't know about him. But even if she doesn't, and he I don't. Let's just not. Let's
All
not go
right.
there. Yeah.
My apologies.
I'm gonna pick Romelius up and put him on my shoulder again. All right, I think we've gotten all the information that we can out of you. We have a lot to do.
Oh, yes, you do.
Oh, shut up. Okay. Anyway, nice
Thank,
chatting. See you at the end of
thank
the world,
you,
I guess.
thank you for. Yeah. All right. See.
Whatever this was.
Hopefully, don't see each other soon.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
we'll be
hey,
seeing
Remy.
some.
Hey, Remy, make a nice dinner. I think we'll need one after this.
No.
We'll be seeing each other real soon. I promise you that. Or maybe 100 years from now. I don't know when Ragnarok's going to happen. And doesn't that give you some level of excitement from the future? Not knowing what's going to
Exactly.
happen.
Is the
Not
excitement
Until
knowing
the
then,
same
what's going
feeling
to
as
happen
peril and
is
fear?
always great.
that sounds
It is kind of
fun.
exciting. We've already knew that we had to fight these odds, so at least we have each other, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. And nothing can wedge between us. We have our good friendship, and together we can go for
Now.
nothing.
And as
Well,
you guys
now,
are
yes.
having those conversations, he's gone. Or
Huh?
they're gone. Jesus.
Huh? He's gone just like that.
They're gone. Huh. Loki is gone. I must say,
So,
though,
what should we do now?
let's see.
Exactly what we were doing before.
So we're heading towards the mountains to get Shapir's children, correct?
I feel that is our only logical right next step. Insert a
Then
Frozen
That
2
was way
reference.
too
At this
proper for
point, I feel like
Tessa.
that might be vain.
You could thank Frozen 2 for that.
then then let's prepare for that and guess let's speak with Anan again for a little bit.
Yeah,
Actually,
okay, right.
um, I then versus Anan, the only way to not have this happen is to somehow make peace between both gods of
I
the Asgard and the gods of the underworld.
How can we
their
appease both of them when they
desires
both want
are
exactly opposite things?
yeah.
We 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 managed to quell Fenrir. We managed to
That
quell
was not
Fenrir.
easy.
Yeah, that was not easy,
Fenrir is still one person.
but Fenrir has hate so grand that it spanned across the multiverse.
I wherever Agarod is, I just sit down. I don't care if
Uh,
it's just at his feet. And I just put my hand in my head. Romulus can hop off my shoulder and be
R-
wherever that he is. But I'm just like,
Remy's gonna bring in them both. Remy's or there's gonna be some Remy's just bring in like them both platters of food.
ugh.
I'm just
Like at this
gonna
point,
like death.
Just die. So when Remy's is it's gonna be say, hey, eat up. You need energy. It's just gonna be just like poking your face with the food, like try to get you to eat the food. Eat up. Hey, eat up. You need energy. Okay,
At this
but
point, I might eat you if you don't stop.
you can't eat me. I'm an apparition. Okay,
I
but
will still eat you. Oh, wait. I have think.
Hey, you're not gonna eat the guy.
We
If
can't
anyone's eating anyone, it's me.
convince them to both be on our side. Can't we just like take over Helheim and the other god place?
then we have to fight both of them.
yeah, I feel if
Your
that
point.
Not
that still
Twice the
means we have to
fun,
fight
double the
both of them.
profit.
okay. Hey, let's think about that for a second. Let's think about that for a second.
That's exactly what Nana
Take
wants.
over,
I was like,
no, if
wait,
we take
nah,
over
nah. See, when Nakima
both
takes a crackpot idea,
Asgard,
that's not
Wait,
good.
let Nana speak though. Let's see.
if we take over both Asgard and Helheim, there's going to be resistance. There's going to be war. Almost like
Mhm.
that's exactly what we're trying to avoid.
Yeah, I'm down
Oh,
for it.
so
Not to mention, if you remember this previous conversations, there were old gods before the current ones, which means we'd probably be repeating history.
yes,
Again, your point.
infighting
Not
will
do
probably
that.
be the worst choice to have. And the thing is,
Okay.
if we turn against Helheim, and Helheim's looking for a chance of when people of when a fight is going to happen,
Oh,
that may also
and let's
be the
not
worst case
forget,
scenario.
we'd be fighting people much older and wiser than us and more powerful.
So we're not
Something
trying to
tells
take
me that's
over not
not a good
one.
idea.
Hey,
I
No,
mean, it was just a suggestion.
we're gonna
we
take
always,
over and incite 2 insurrections and coups
I
in
mean,
like within a day, so that we can
I'm,
keep this all together.
I mean, we
Interesting.
always,
Also, most of them already don't like us for one reason or another.
we always punch up anyway. But I don't want to punch these guys. We are always punching up.
We are always punching up. We are always punching. Why are we doing
I have no clue.
We're all screwed, is what we are. I
Yeah,
that? I
just
mean,
so
yeah,
just
that's kind
lay
of a given.
down.
How do we want to be screwed at this point?
I guess
At this point, I go from sitting down
Behind
to just full on laying down, just laying down.
Dead fish, eh?
screwed laying down. Aren't you lazy?
I guess we could start. I guess we could start by becoming. I at least have connection with Koss somewhat, even if Koss doesn't exactly like me.
I'm pretty sure she severed that connection, right?
Oh, Reminis pulls out the sword they got from her. I still have this thing. I don't know what it does.
Huh.
It's
Oh,
I
we
have
have
this.
a gift for her daughter, don't we?
Like,
Oh,
I'm not calling any more gods to this ship, at least for a day.
No, no,
okay.
no, no. First of all, she's not called, and second of all, we aren't calling anyone. We still have a delivery to make.
Is the ship going forward by the way, Jalen? Is okay. That's good. Okay. Um, Reminis gonna
Not much
look over
time
to
has passed.
who's the best Reminis for diplomacy. Reminis looks over to the group and looks to say, I could try to ask Reminis, but their suggestions. There has to be at least one. There has to be at least one Reminis who's really good at this type of stuff.
I feel like that's going to break your brain.
Oh, oh,
Oof.
I can't talk to other Reminiscences or gods anyway because God because every Reminiscence that reaches God it cuts itself out of the cycle.
That's not what I
Yeah,
mean. I mean, you're going to be asking for suggestions from every walk of life you've ever walked.
I'll
Um,
say that's
At
just
the end of the day, the advice is going to be contradictory either way.
that's true. Um, I could ask I could ask I could ask mercenary release again.
You could do.
Okay. And I just like agree to mercenary Romilius. All right. Yeah.
cool.
My head.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, oh gosh.
We found
So we
encyclopedia. The Encyclopedia Rebellious.
so what you're saying is that we need to so we need to we have some god searching to do. Okay. I know what we're doing after Helheim, guys. Well, if you guys will follow me, that is, or
So Remilius is just Camelio, but different.
Camilio,
Camellia. Yeah.
Camellia. I don't know Camellia.
Camelio. It's
Camil-
Camelio.
Who's Camilio?
Leo?
Camilio?
Camelio.
Who are you
Oh,
on about?
Camellia. I thought you said Kaleo.
Oh, Camilio.
Camelio.
I was a bit confused there.
Camelio.
No,
But who?
yes,
But
I
Camellia.
hear you,
from
but
what?
who is that person?
Yeah.
Huh?
Who is Camellia?
Who is Camilio?
From Encanto.
Camellia?
From? Oh, okay. No, I didn't watch the Kanto.
Oh, the
I'm sorry, did you
one
say,
shapeshift.
I'm sorry, did you say, what did you say?
We're moving
Encanto,
on.
the new Disney movie, whatever thing.
That was
Pixar.
terrible. Why would you do this? Just put the name over and
Nothing is like, what is name? Camelio. Because y'all kept saying it wrong. No, Camelio. Camelio.
Chlamydia?
Oh my god. Okay. So Rick says. So Rick. Oh, go ahead.
at some point I'm going to go ahead.
Where they're like,
We don't talk
"How
about
is
that
this
movie.
helping?"
Is it because of
Yeah.
spoilers?
I specifically
That's
just said the scene.
spoiler.
Valerie gets it.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm asking Nick. Does he not want to talk about it because of spoilers or because you don't like it?
I don't want to talk about it because pain.
He's
Pain.
still hurt,
Oh.
as am I, but this is the second time I've been emotionally
Why are you
scarred,
hurt?
so it's
You know why I'm
healing.
hurt.
Yeah.
It's healing.
Alright.
It's healing
Alright.
faster than it did
Okay,
the
guys,
first time.
Um, unless you guys specifically have something else you want to talk about, at some point you guys would have gotten to the point where you are sailing over Lake Lugia, and eventually past Lake Lugia, you would see um, the city of Kuyufa.
Wait, before we get that far, since we're over Lake Lugia, can we talk to Ali's mom?
If you want to land there, you can.
What says rest of group?
Sure. We're ready to stop for anything.
Yes, I'm becoming increasingly aware.
I need you to bring your mic closer to you.
Say lit?
It's me or Nick.
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 Nakima, yes. I didn't quite catch
What?
that. But your character's going over and doing the old.
Romelius, would you like to repeat what I said?
He said, okay, so so Anon here wants to go to Lake Lugia so that we can meet Ali's mother. Would you all like to do that?
Okay. I don't care. Tessa hasn't left the spot she was laying at since the gods left.
Would you guys like to be moved to a bed, perhaps,
Everyone
instead
just
of lying
pets
right
Tessa's head.
I would like my own bed. Thank you very kindly.
She's my cat now.
mean-
Leave her be.
Okay.
Also, speaking of, is this the same boat that had my items from before? Let's see. What items did I have back on the boat originally? My pet.
Hey, at least we haven't had a big fight. We haven't had a big fight lately, so.
Don't jinx it.
Okay. What about a legendary Pokeball?
There's your Pokeball. What's a Pokeball?
Valerie, that's why we're talking about it in the chat. Don't use the chat for God's sake.
Oh
What's
my
a
god,
Pokeball?
how many times are we gonna have to go over this?
Anyway, so you guys want to land in Lake Lugia?
Yeah.
Not
But
in like yes, we
will,
want to
will,
land.
will the ship
I'm
float?
down.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
So you
we
guys
can land on it.
So you guys land on Lake Lugia, and the boat, floats.
Because it's a boat.
And you're mostly at the center of it at, I want to say nighttime at this point. It's almost the next day.
Thank God, the only amount of time that's passed. Anyone know how to summon the Lady of the Lake?
Redbeard comes out. I
Just
know
poke
how
the
to
lake.
do it. My
Oh,
tongue is
oh,
stone.
oh God!
Poke the lake.
Hello.
Oh,
Wow, he's actually useful for once.
I mean, he's been useful this whole time. Hey, that's
What do you
mean.
mean for what?
Redbeard has been useful this whole time.
I know, I'm kidding, I love you.
Wait, Gabby.
That was so rude. Apologize.
I did. I said, I'm sorry, I love you. I was the one who named him.
He's been flying the
That is
ship.
irrelevant to this
He's been
conversation.
holding us afloat this entire
Yeah,
time.
Redbeard has gotten us through thick and
Finally.
thin.
Alright. Alright, lads. Does anyone have something to offer this as a sacrifice? Something we can throw overboard?
Something like what? I want this to work first try, please.
For the most part, it usually offering goes for food, beer, just anything that anyone can just throw over.
Well,
Treasure is usually a thing that gets it gets the blessing real high as the stories go.
well, hey, I got perfect thing, the perfect meal.
Don't we still have
Hey,
gems from Salja?
let's not throw those overboard because those are gifts. Those gifts to us from Salja.
I used one, remember?
What?
I will
Oh
say
yeah,
this. Just throwing it out there, for no particular reason, but magic items, um, despite like what it does, as long as the rarity is high, will count as well.
Wait, by the way, has it been long rest to tune to for me to tune to that item yet, or no? Has it been long enough for me to tune to that sword yet?
In my game, the rule that I'm using is that you don't need to spend a long rest to attune to a weapon. You can just use an action.
Oh, then Ramirez would have at least tried to attune to it right by now, but we could do that later
I
after
got a
this.
statue of the god of fire.
Ooh, yeah.
That should. Wait, we have that?
Yeah, got one from that little shopkeeper person.
Huh.
I remember
Still
that.
have it.
I'm just gonna throw that overboard.
No, I mean, it's a special thing, right?
Oh,
I mean,
It's like,
more
here,
valuable to
take
someone.
it.
I could just cook a
Hey,
meal. I could just cook a meal,
what
and
about
we could offer that to
this?
her.
Yeah, let's
What
not
about one of
start
my
like that.
handmade potions?
I mean, like I said, I could just cook a meal. We don't have to waste actual material that could be useful for our journey.
Yeah, you'd just be wasting like raw food that you don't eat.
Okay.
Oh, just fair. But I mean, we could fish up more stuff over here. This lake has pretty cool fish, wouldn't it?
Why would
I've
you
been
feed it
wondering.
something that you caught from its lake?
It's like, I'm here already, and you're feeding me my own things? How dare you?
Well, first you're killing it, skewering it, burning it, and giving it to me.
Can we just give her some
Hmm.
gold pieces? Can we just do that?
Okay, don't try to Percy Jackson this.
I mean, honestly.
Hey,
I
listen,
don't
dropping
think
A
I
ain't never
have.
hurt
I don't have
nobody.
anything else written down. I literally don't have anything else written down.
I
I'm not giving her my sword. I
I guess
refuse.
Go can work.
Redbeard?
Can we give her gold in the statue? What is our
Try it and find out.
till look like now, Jayla? Does it look good? Does it look a little low? What are we looking like?
You've never done this before, and Redbeard. I mean, he gives you a good explanation. He essentially said the more valuable it is, the better chances of quote unquote summoning Lugia.
I
Or
offer my
better,
gun to the lake for a
yeah, let me
small
put it
loan.
this way. When Redbeard, how he explained it was that usually sailors would throw like spare food or liquor or just anything of like value, but nothing, you know, like gold or whatever, throw it overboard and like, pray for like good weather or whatever. And depending on the offering, it could happen. Now, those are for like effects that, you know, do not require Lugia's exact presence.
Yeah.
So what you probably will need is something pretty
Here.
valuable if you want to
And
summon the goddess herself.
Hey,
Ooh.
is not willing to give up the Shard of Helheim for this?
I don't have that.
Oh,
Everyone pulls out their ring of storing. Would this be enough?
oh. Should we give up this, or should we just touch upon her later?
I don't know. I don't know if I
Magic
can part
items are
with.
definitely something. Magic items is definitely something that would to catch a fancy.
Anon, without consulting the rest of the group, throws one of the gems that was given to him. Oh wait, no, we haven't separated those out, have we?
The one who's holding all that anyway.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we give you everything, Anon. You need to keep up with it.
Actually,
Agron?
I mean, Anon.
You mean Agron?
Agron has stuff.
Right. Like we literally just give everything.
Okay.
And Ramirez
Oh.
Storms, I think.
Oh.
I don't have many magic. Oh, I had more magic items. I could throw the sword overboard.
You didn't give me anything. What do you want about? Aglaron is the keeper of the things.
That's because
I have a question. I raised my hand. I have a question.
Yes.
What's the question?
If Acheron makes a magic potion, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I like dip one of my like darts in it or something. Can it be like a special magic dart?
No. That's not how that works.
So-
Unless the potion is like a rare potion, it's not going to be very.
So Ramirez snaps his fingers and
What
points
is
to
what is the
Meishi.
likelihood of that working?
The dart would not be considered a magic item.
God dang it.
Ramirez snaps his fingers, points to Meishi, Hey, Mishi, remember that magical suit of the suit of armor you got from the trials? Could you toss that into the water?
Uh, I would like to keep at least one bit of it. Maybe a greave, maybe the helmet. Maybe. But yeah, I'll toss it in there. No questions
Yeah, we
asked.
can get you another one. We can
Yeah,
get you more.
Yeah, you better get me another one. And get me something nice as well, like something red and yellow, something that matches my good style of hair. She says, patting the hair that she has,
Brings up
R-
and the fur.
an
Reminiscence.
unsummoned from nothing, just a ward board that looks suspiciously like a certain Marvel character.
It
A what?
What?
looks like a certain Marvel character.
What looks like a certain Marvel character?
Who?
The armor. Y'all.
Oh,
You know
oh, the
what? Never
armor.
mind.
Okay.
Y'all get mad at me when I ask to repeat stuff, and now y'all.
I,
Anyway.
ca- I can't. I can't hear. I can't
Oh,
hear. I didn't hear.
I
Um.
barely hear you guys.
So
Hey,
you
did
guys,
Anyways,
everyone? Did everyone
so guys,
give Redbeard cheese when Redbeard cannot eat cheese?
what?
Too bad. I still give him cheese as a peace offering.
Oh no.
Eat it for
Redbeard,
him.
Redbeard can't eat anything.
Cornelius will eat it for him.
I mean, that's nice and all, but it doesn't help anything.
Give him the memories of how delicious it tastes.
That's agonizing.
That's.
You know,
Oh, reverse social ignorance.
Leave her alone. It was a gesture of good faith.
But anyway, so
I magic up
uh,
some fake cheese in spectral existence and give it to Redbeard.
but no, do you throw the armor into the water?
That's it to me. She.
lady, I offer you this armor for your money back. Well, not really for any money back, but I'm offering it to you.
You watch as
That's
Redbeard kind of does a sort of weird ceremony as he tries to call the goddess. Nothing happens um, until you start hearing thunder from the sky,
what?
and from the center of where you guys are, uh, the storm clouds begin to form, and from like sea foams from where the armor fell, uh, geyser burst a white and blue wyvern creature, um, probably the same size as the boat, as its wings are spread outwards as the storm continues to uh, uh, rage on.
There you go. There you go, Gabby. Go. Go, Gabby.
Hey,
Survive.
Miss Lugia, nice to meet you.
What's this? A god on my waterfront.
Yeah,
Several
sorry,
gods.
we don't mean any threat or anything like that. We're friends of your son,
I kind of bow my
Which
head
one?
in greeting and respect and say hello.
Ali.
What has
I
become?
wave. Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
Good.
That's good to hear.
What do you know about Ali?
We know what he is, if that's what you're worried about.
I wouldn't say I'm worried. Just
Well, yes, we
curious.
know that he is a Hydra.
Hmm. Took after his uncle.
Yeah, so we've heard. Unfortunately, we haven't had the opportunity to clap eyes on him yet, but I imagine if he's anything as stunning as you, he's quite the sight to behold.
Make a persuasion check.
Ha!
I'm not being persuasive, I just think she's pretty.
You're right. Make a
Brown
charisma
over.
check.
Oh, you, I would have kept, I kept
Can
persuasion. I would have kept persuasion, Nick.
I help him? Can I
No.
help him?
No, you didn't say anything.
I
Oh,
bowed my head and said hi, and greeted her.
Valerie, no.
Dang it.
I have
You're not more flirting with we're flirting with a dragon.
I
Well,
have proficiency
I
in
I
think
am a dragon.
Aaron has a type.
Kind of does, honestly.
Yeah, I can see it.
17.
Thank you.
Huh. Solid.
But pleasantries aside, we've come. We aren't sure if you've heard, but Ali recently passed away.
One of my sons is dead.
Yes, unfortunately, three gods, as well as a host of other less formidable enemies,
He died
took
at the
over the
hands of
city
a
of
god.
Kayuka. So it
Ooh,
seems.
slow down there, Anad.
I'm gonna be honest with her. She seems reasonable. She died at the hands of Cloud and their cohorts over in Kuyutha, defending the city, defending his family.
I did not know that. I didn't know a god's hand had befell my son.
I'm sorry to have to be the one to tell you, and I'm sorry for your loss. But we are hoping to try to reclaim his soul from Hoser's domain in Helheim. We were wondering if you'd be able to assist us in that.
Kuyufa. This was the home. This was the home, my son.
Yes, as well as a host of our other friends.
Hmm.
Your son was well respected in the city, a
As he should be.
legionnaire, a right hand man of the sort of patron of the city.
Hmm. My power is tied to this lake. I'm at my strongest here. To leave would not put me. To leave here would not so much be a detriment, but it would put me at a less advantageous position. I think I used that word right.
Yeah, I see. Hmm.
That said, that does not mean that I cannot send you aid.
What did you have in mind?
I have a few ways. I can empower some. I can help. I can help by giving you some of my treasures, or I can send you one of my acolytes.
Anything you deem worthy to give us would be greatly appreciated in our endeavor.
Unfortunately, I cannot make a judgment call without knowing the situation, and I'd rather trust your judgment in this, considering that you're the ones who are going to be the ones fighting. You will have to decide whether or not you want the treasure or an ally.
I look over at him.
So, so Reminis,
Wait, before you guys make a decision, I want to make this clear. So what she is saying is that when she says like give you a treasure, she's not saying that she will give each and one of you a treasure, but just something specific that everyone could use to their advantage. Something, maybe one person can use it, maybe the entire group can use it, but ultimately it has to be one thing. that kind of includes the ally thing. That can be uh, that's a little different. As an ally, could be one person, but that one person can have a whole platoon or squadron uh, that follows them.
So
But you would
Ramirez
still
does,
be technically getting one person.
so Ramirez does look to Anna and says, "Well, you're our negotiator. So what do you say?"
You're our leader. What do you say?
Hey,
I
turn
think
the
we
trick
need
on me.
more context.
That's unfair.
Can
Well,
we get a little more context on what kind of item we would get were we to go down that road? Or is it completely random?
Um, Out of game, it's technically random, but whatever it will be it would be based on like what you tell Lugia in terms of what you're fighting.
Okay.
so Ramirez does look to the group and says, "All right. So should we get should we get? Do you want to help? Or do we want to strengthen what we already, or do you want to strengthen the work that we already can do? It's pretty much what we have. Would you like somebody to help us, or do we want someone to help us, or do we want to strengthen our current numbers?"
Um, you
I
said
say
it may or
strengthen what
may
we
not.
have.
I still have plenty of questions about which either one that we're gonna get. Is it? You said it either could be a group of people, or it could be one person with a squad, or it could just be one person. What are
No,
the
it's always
specs
going to
on
be
that?
one person. It's just up in the air whether or not that person's going to come with more people, but it's always going to be one person.
That one person. Okay.
Oh,
It's just a matter of how much influence that person has.
There you go.
well,
Right. So like that's still a gamble on that.
yeah.
I
So
still
it's
say
otherwise a
strengthen what
gamble.
we have.
So Maria says, if we get another person, we will have to deal with another person on the ship. I guess if you, so hmm, we'd have to
If
integrate them
okay,
into it with us.
I have another question.
Okay.
Oh my god.
No, look, this is a good question, okay?
We'll see.
With this person, what level would this person be? Would they be on a level like us, or would they just be like a foot soldier that would just have normal specs?
We don't
I
know
feel like
yet.
that's not exactly a good question, as I wouldn't
Nope.
give you someone who would just be a normal soldier. If this is a one person, not if it was a squadron, then yes, they would
This is a
probably be
Brim
like
style person.
Right, like is it Brim style god level, or is it like
He's not a god.
It's gonna be
Imagine she gives
helpful, okay? Just leave it at that.
imagine she gives us like a level one fighter.
Hey, that level 1 fighter could be dope as heck.
yes, but I don't think it's fair to
clutch?
like say I give you like this level powered person.
Yeah, because it's meta.
Yeah, that's really meta. Yeah.
It's more than it's like the other thing for me is that it's like I can't like offer you a specific person because again, most of just like the item thing, Lugia still doesn't. You have to still tell Lugia like what you specifically are going up against, not necessarily what you need, just like who are you fighting, um, and
We're
what.
fighting gods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Either
Here's
way
the
you
Yeah,
thing.
said, we're about to anger some gods.
right.
Here's
So
the thing, Miss
so
Lugia. We seem to
essentially,
be a bit divided here. We can't decide on which of the two we want. So let us consult you with what exactly our situation is and see if you would be able to give us any insight. We are going to rescue your son from Kosa's domain, which more than likely means we'll end up having to fight Kos. I'm not sure if you're familiar with her power level, but she is comparable to what's the other one? Retin, I would say. However,
aware of most of the deities of Helheim and Asgard.
yeah, indeed. However, we in the same expedition, if possible, would be also be trying to free another of our allies, the former leader that I mentioned before. She was a blue dragon, and she will reside in Tiamat domain because of that. we don't know what will be up against it. Well, I doubt we'll have to fight Tiamat herself, but if we do, we're pretty much screwed. So I'm hoping for a better outcome than that. But let's just say we end up having to fight another god similar to Kos's
Oh,
Rift
time to
Fest.
die.
Yep.
Would it?
We're not
Would
gonna
it be
die
more
today. We're gonna
advantageous to
live.
bring on another
We're gonna
person or
thrive
an
in
item?
the
For the
danger.
next 2 hours.
Guys, stop. Nick was talking.
Okay, go on, Nick.
Assuming that is the case at hand, what would you recommend?
It might be in my best interest to send you an ally then. A treasure would definitely boost your own personal powers as gods, but having more numbers on your side, plus the fact that most of my treasures may not be suitable for all situations, as on the contrary, a person can always adapt and evolve, unlike an item can.
And a person gives us another turn for attack. Wink, wink.
Actually, yeah. Action economy.
Alright. So essentially, Kiri is going to is wait, sorry, not Kiri. So basically, Lugia is going to give you an ally to go with, and she flies in the air, plunges into the water, um, and
Hope it's a
uh,
skeleton.
actually, yeah, that's actually what happens. It's a skeleton.
Sweet.
Beautiful.
It's in animated, kind of like scattered across the board, all the pieces in different places,
Hmm.
and it's just motionless for a minute.
Awesome.
Huh.
Can we name him
I'm gonna
Skelly?
take whatever hand is connected to the right part of the body.
You take the hand, and the hand grips yours, and you feel this motion as if it's trying to shake it, and you hear from the skull, "Well met, stranger."
Can I call you Skelly? Can you be my best friend?
Absolutely not.
Oh. Wait. No to what? The friend or the name?
We'll have to figure that out next time.
Yes.
Oh.
On Dragon Ball Z.
That's not fair.
Oh wait,
I forgot.
are we actually
Wait.
ending it here or?
Can
Yeah.
I show him the
Oh,
death?
okay. Oh, so not going to list 12 this time.
Yeah. I am feeling a bit tired. But aside from that, this seems like a pretty good place to stop, as you guys got a new ally to whom I have to make. Uh, but I have the idea that I do have. I think it's going to be pretty fun. It will tie into something else that I want you guys to experience at some point. Whether or not you take it is up to you, because I know you guys have a lot on your plate currently. But what I have in store for this character already is going to be one that um, hopefully I make interesting for everyone on the board.
Yes,
The answer is yes.
Name him Skelly.
No.
You already have them excited, so.
All right.
Wait.
I hope you guys are ready to come back next time to see this new not scaly companion. And I'll see you guys next time.
All right.
We'll see about that.
Bye.
Okay, bye. See you next time.